has led to a York throw-in.
Looks like both teams are going for the win here, doesn't it?
Going direct, going aggressive, no sitting back, no passive football. This looks, from the very early seconds, like an entertaining spectacle. Now, will this be... It looks like they're setting up for a long throw here, York.
And it's a Lancaster winner, bounces out to a York player.
Cleared, the ball's bouncing around up in the air, and can Lancaster break now? It's launched forward.
Ball in behind to Alex Armo. Will he get there? Looks like he's got there. The York man's battling him off. And he does it successfully.
York from the York man there.
Lord Callum for a
Clark
foul
at the back for York, doing a fantastic job of keeping Lancaster quiet.
Absolutely. So welcome viewers or listeners who are watching the College Select Roses game. This is Lancaster versus York. It is currently 0-0. We've had 2 chances, one from Lancaster, one from York. It's looking like quite an end-to-end game. What do you think of the game?
It's fantastic, Ollie. I'm very happy to be back. 3rd year commentating at Roses, 2nd time commentating football, and it looks like we're in for an entertaining game. Both teams look evenly matched in these opening couple of minutes that we have missed. End-to-end stuff. Few chances at either end, as you say, and it looks like there are already battles forming, especially on the wings of this pitch.
Looks like that's where the game's going to be won and lost, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Looks like with the space in behind Lancaster found already, York are focusing really on the right-hand side. They've got the ball now. Number 9 is driving through York on the right-hand side. And a great tackle by Jack Havercroft there to win a throw-in.
James Murphy for York unable to do all that much, really, but York setting up for another throw, and they had a long throw launched into the box early in this match. Didn't really amount to anything, but if it's anything like Rory Delap for Stoke, it'll be dangerous if the chance comes. Comes out to the edge of the box, but no York man is next.
To drive here.
Tries to beat York's left back for pace, but Simon Keim is not having that. He did get beaten early in the match, though. There was a cross fizzed in from this right-hand side for Lancaster that didn't amount to anything. The flicked finish just didn't come off.
And it's a throwing down the line from Lancaster. Ollie Dempsey used his body well. The number 11 showing a mass closed him down, and it is a York throw-in that is rather unpopular with the spectators.
And
it's difficult to say who has the upper hand here, really.
No, as is the nature of a home Roses, though, you're going to get the majority Lancaster fans showing up in force, and hopefully we've got a few York watchers and listeners joining us from across the Pennines.
Ball attempted to play inside by York's left winger. They've now got the ball. It's now a sustained attack.
Back to Eddie Mowbray and back to the keeper, Joe Hudson. Looked solid in the warm-up. Didn't get tested by his strikers all that much in the shooting drills, but maybe that was just the rust. We'll see if York can create any clear-cut chances in this match. Header into their striker.
He's got too much time there. He plays the ball in behind and it leads to nothing. Nathan Green's got the ball now, the Lancaster number 1. He's called Nathan Green and he's wearing the colour green. That is not intentional.
Composed play out of the back from Lancaster before the ball is launched forwards.
And are they going to win the second ball? They've lost the first and the second ball.
But they've won the third one, and it's worked out to this left-hand side here.
And there's a long ball in behind from Andrew Ostersuit.
That is a free kick given away by Simon Keim, York's president, as it happens. It's a sloppy tackle. It's a little bit late, trailing leg, and Lancaster have a real chance here to...
Lancaster have got the ball.
To take the lead in this match, bury a ball top bins.
It doesn't look like a shooting opportunity, but if they have a set-piece specialist, they might go for the shot. They're loading the box up with the big men. Ollie Dempsey, Dennis Wise, all in the box there, waiting for the...
You're not wrong there. Lancaster do look taller. Can they get the ball on an aerial threat here?
York said to us, and they've gone for the cross.
In! What a save!
They've gone for the cross.
That was a fantastic save from Joe Hudson.
He was landing its way into the top right of the goal, and Joe Hudson leaps like a salmon and tips it over the crossbar.
However, there is another chance to engage their aerial threats from this corner early into the match. Still 0-0. I say still. It's not even been 10 minutes, I don't think. But
Lancaster are lining up like England in the Euros. Man behind each man. Looks like York employing a man marking technique. The ball's delivered. And
keeper
the keeper
punch is clear. Can York break? It's launched forward, but Lancaster deal with the danger. And it's cut out.
York have now got the ball in their own third. They're playing it out. They switched it.
Play out to the president.
A late tackle by Alex Arnaud, and number 80 is clear on the left-hand side. It's now a York corner.
Chris Bassett on the left wing doing well to use his legs and get onto the loose ball with his pace and direct nature of running, it seems. It seems both teams not really wanting to control the game through possession, just trying to counter-attack each other, and it's making for a real end-to-end spectacle. Corner failed to beat the first man, though. And there's Kime playing it onto the left wing. Cross comes in and headed away by Lancaster again. Lancaster with numbers over on this left-hand side.
Lancaster's number 10 there is really someone to watch. He's called Zaire Emery on the college circuit, and he is widely known as one of the best central midfielders in college. We'll see if he lives up to expectations today. And it's a long ball by York's number 1. Looks like there's a chance in behind, and Nathan Green for Lancaster claims it confidently. What do you think of the game so far?
Very end-to-end, very direct. Both teams are looking to catch each other in the transition, which is...
Lancaster have got the ball now at the edge of the box. They have a shot. Oh, and it's right into the York's goalkeeper's hands. Good effort early doors.
Fairly mundane save for Joe Hudson. He should be making that save. He'd be surprised if he didn't smother that chance. And instead of going direct, York looked to build out from the back. Mowbray bring the ball forward, but the pass is wayward. Looks like
at the delight of the Lancaster crowd, number 5 from York has just kicked it straight out the pitch, and it's a throw-in down the line.
Looks like it caught the outside of his foot, but he's done well to win the ball from the throw-in and find the York number 9. York win it back high.
It's a good challenge by
Lancaster, deal with it. And Green back on the ball and finds a brilliantly sprayed pass out to the left back.
Jack Havercroft, he's got the ball now. He's
kept control of it well.
It's sustained possession here now by Lancaster. This is sort of what we want to be seeing at these.
Looks like they've broken through that press and find a cutting ball through, but...
And there was space out wide there, but they chose the ball vertical to Ollie Dempsey. He failed to control it. We'll see if that's a recurring theme in the game or whether they'll use the space that they've been given out wide.
They've had a few chances out wide. They've got the beating of the fullbacks early in this match. Kime giving away a foul early as well. The free kick nearly going in, obviously.
And it's a great drive by York centre half here. He's got it in the opposing half, and he just places it down the line.
And here is Chris Bassett, the left winger.
Trying to work the ball into the box here.
Gets a lucky bounce, but two Lancaster defenders prove too much. Callum Clark. Oh, good pressure from Ollie Dempsey there from Lancaster, but it's a shame it didn't amount to anything. It bounces out to Mowbray, left-footed centre-back, a rarity in this day and age, especially at this level.
Lancaster are sitting off now and letting York play with the ball.
He tries to clip a ball through, but Lancaster deal with it. Centre-back gets across well and clears it out for a throw-in.
Throwing for York in Lancaster's half. Let's see if they're going to make anything of this.
Is it going to be another long throw? Do they have the licence to let the specialist come over? No, it'll be a short throw. Launched down the line and cleared by Lancaster again, relieving some of this pressure.
It's now throwing for York in York's half. Lancaster will push them back at least 10 yards. Let's see if they're going to play it round the back and play a bit of sustained possession, or whether they're going to be vertical like they've been so long.
Both teams don't seem to enjoy just sitting on the ball, as you see so many Premier League teams do now.
Shouts a handball from the Lancaster crowd.
But Chris Bassett has, in the ref's eye, as you say, not handled the ball there. I think that was probably a fair decision.
Yeah, doesn't
But
look like it is.
Lancaster's left back inverting, sprayed pass into the middle. It's a brilliantly cutting pass, but Clark deals with the interception. If he hadn't intercepted that, you'd have to say it was a clear one-on-one for Lancaster. It's just that final pass needs to be a bit more incisive.
Jack Havercroft inverted there from left back. I'm just wondering if that'll be a recurring theme we'll see today. It's something that's employed at college level a lot this year. It's sort of what he's made his name for. I wonder if that's a tool Lancaster are going to use to break down the York defence today.
I wonder that as well. Lancaster fans enjoying the sliding tackle in the midfield there just a moment ago, even though it didn't win the ball back for Lancaster. They're enjoying the aggression and the passion towards York, which obviously, this being as large an event as it is, the largest varsity event in the UK, maybe even the world, it's incredibly competitive, and the fans are really egging Lancaster on.
It's a ball down the line by Mowbray, who's having a great game so far, can I say. He's looking like York's star man. I think he's had the most touches than anyone on the pitch, it looks like.
Aside from that one loose pass, he's done very well in possession, but Lancaster, another sliding tackle, this time comes off. It's found the right wing. Can Lancaster get across in the box?
And it's Charlie Lamas who goes for the shot. And
Kime doing well to stay with his man there, and the ball comes off him. And will Lancaster again be a threat from set pieces? Very nearly scored from the free kick, except for a wonderful save from the York goalkeeper.
Let's see if Lancaster are going to use their height that they've got in abundance to score a goal here and open the score on early doors. And it's an outswinging corner here. He whips the ball in. Back post. Oh, and it's a very, very close header by Dennis Wise, but it's cleared by the York defender. Now Lancaster have got the ball at the edge of the box here.
Good close control and dribbling.
Control, and it's a shot from distance, and it is way over the bar.
Seems a little bit wasteful. If it had come off, though, if that shot from distance had gone sailing into the back of the net, he'd have been hailed as a hero to the Lancastrian fans out here in full force. But end-to-end game. Both teams looking to threaten and counter-attacking situations, and for a 0-0, it's been an entertaining game so far. What will York look to do from this goal kick?
Lancaster look like they're setting up to press high. They haven't got a man-for-man. It's more of a zonal structure. York have got long down the channel
into their striker.
And the ball is wasted, and Lancaster have the ball now and throw in at the halfway line. Let's see if they're going to do anything with it. That's Jack Havercroft that takes throw in there.
Long throw, flicked header, doesn't amount to anything.
And it's quite a wasteful attempt.
It's a very tame shot.
And if that went in, it would make the highlight reel for all the wrong reasons, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. The Rob Green moment from York.
So I just want to welcome all the radio listeners now. It is currently 0-0. Lancaster have probably been the better team ever so slightly, but there hasn't been a line share of possession either side. The weather is nice here in Lancaster, and Jack Havercroft has the ball now. He's inverted and played it long to Ollie Dempsey. It's a great pass. Alex Arnold has the ball now on the left-hand side.
Cutting in on the left wing, doing well to avoid the tackles of a few York players, and it will come free. Lancaster have won the second ball. Will he shoot?
He shoots. Oh, and it looks like it was only away by old Whisker. The Lancaster players are appealing for a corner, but it looks like the goal kick was the fair decision.
Yeah, I don't think that Joe Hudson in the York goal got a touch to that, and neither did any of the York defence. It was a well-hit effort, well struck. Probably the most threatening shot of the match, aside from the free kick that nearly looped in early in the game. But both teams yet to create a real clear-cut chance in either box.
It looks like York are going long here from a goal kick. This is the first time we've seen this today. I wonder if Lancaster is pressing them a bit too much for their liking. Let's see. York win the first header. It flicks on in behind. And Lancaster deal with it relatively well, it seems like.
And that will be given
as a foul
as a free
to
kick.
Lancaster.
You have to say that's a bit of a lazy tackle from the York man there. I believe that was Alex Moe, the attacking midfielder for York, just left his leg in, and Lancaster did well to draw the foul and relieve some of that pressure from the long ball from the goal kick.
And they've gone long here down the channel, Lancaster. There's a flick on him behind. Ollie Dempsey's running for it, but it looks like the York man's got it under control.
Clark will deal with it. Just about. Ollie Dempsey nearly winning the ball back there, and the deflection takes it to the path of Mowbray.
York are very much under the cosh here. Lancaster are pressing. Oh!
Looks a bit late, but the ref
does look a bit late. It doesn't look the nicest challenge in the world, but the ref waves it on. I'm not sure about that decision. What do you think?
I think there's an argument to be made. It's one of them where if it's given, you won't really mind if it doesn't get overturned, and if it's not, you can make an argument, but it's not going to cut.
It's one of them.
Brought back.
This angle, he could have. From this angle, he could have took his kneecaps out. He could have won the ball. We don't know, do we?
Yeah. It's a shame there's not a commentary box, really.
That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? And it's now a York free kick. The timestamp says we're 17 minutes into the game at the moment. It's still 0-0.
It's been end-to-end.
End-to-end action. It's a good game of football, this, might add.
It is. It's a...
Both teams are deploying
quality game.
Seems like both teams are deploying quite similar play styles.
Absolutely. And there have been mistakes from both teams, which is making it very entertaining. And like we said prior, if you're just joining us, there's not been any real spell of possession for either team. Lancaster pressing high and doing really well to put pressure on the York defence. And
I'm quite a fan of the Lancaster press at the moment. It's when the ball's coming out deep from the keeper, they do press them high, and then as soon as they break the press, they drop into a nice mid block with a bank of 4 or a bank of 5. It's really being quite effective at the moment. They just need to make sure they stop the York having so much space in the wide spaces.
Bassett fails to take a good touch, and Lancaster will invert and try and find their striker.
And York might have a break here, but it looks like the Lancaster centre-half has gathered it nicely, and he's played it inside. Oh, and it's a
loose touch.
It's a loose pass.
York capitalise. The touch in field just didn't work enough space.
Jay Word from Lancaster deals with it very well, and York have a shot on goal here.
Big save.
And it's a big save by Nathan Green. That's probably the best chance of the game.
Hard to tell whether it was going in or not, but Green made sure, and it goes out for a York corner. Their first of the match. You have to say Lancaster have been the better aerial team so far in this game, but all it takes is one chance, and York will be hoping that comes for them near 20 minutes into this game.
It's a York corner now. York are lining up at the edge of the box, it seems like. There's another man marking system here. We've discussed about how Lancaster already have the height advantage. We'll see if York can still make something happen. And the ball goes in, and it's a Lancaster header that's won.
And Lancaster will win the second ball as well, getting it away from the box. It's a spell of possession for York, though, as they look to relieve the pressure by going backwards. Here they come again.
Lancaster are applying pressure, but York are dealing with it quite well. And York have won a foul here. Doesn't look like a shooting opportunity unless they have a set-piece specialist. Looks more like one that will be delivered as a cross.
Josh Ogunleye, the player that won the free kick.
It was Tom Sweeney gave the free kick away.
York's right winger doing well to draw the foul. And can York capitalise?
Now, Nathan Green, the Lancaster goalkeeper, does have, I'll let you know, it does have a reputation on the college circuit.
Alex Moe over it, and it's a good ball in, a free header for York's striker James Murphy, but he couldn't get the chance on target. Seems the set-piece taker from York's team last year has graduated or been dropped from the team, but he did score a free kick last year, but they don't have that threat. Alex Moe looks to be just as effective at set-pieces, though.
One thing I'd like to see from the Lancaster team is making a better use of their left winger, Alex Arno. It's with Jack Havercroft inverting on the left back. He's not getting a large amount of space. You can sort of tell that most of the plays coming from the rounds where they're focusing.
The ball hits Kime in the back of the head. I don't know if the York left back had too much knowledge of that, but York get away with it. There was a chance for Lancaster to try and get across in the box, but the Trevelyan pass out. Layer latch onto it.
Oh, and he takes
Play. And York will throw it.
The ball played centre half over. He drives it forward. You're going to play it out wide. He plays it out wide. That's a sublime play from the centre half there. He's having a great game.
Yes, he's very excellent. Drive into midfield.
And it's great pressing by Lancaster there, forcing the pass into midfield. But there just isn't the pressure on Mowbray again, who manages to get the ball away unscathed. He really is playing well today.
You got me. Trying to dictate the game. It's not amounting to much. We got that long ball down that right hand side, and Lancaster deal with it. So,
And that was rather amusing, wasn't it?
the ironic cheers from the York
that.
crowd, the travelling fans, out in good numbers for an away Roses. It's a really nice thing to see. Lancaster doing well.
Arnaud with the interception, and there's a lot of space. Avakov on the left-hand side here. Passes out to Arnaud, who's got the ball around the halfway line on the
Can he drive? Ogunleye just in a late tackle, and surely that will be given as a free kick.
You'd imagine that would be given as a yellow card later on in the game, wouldn't you?
It came from behind. It was late. It was tackle, and it looks like it will be the first booking of the match.
And that's quite upsetting for the number 15 because he's had a relatively good game so far.
He's not got on the ball until the last 5 minutes, and then he's looked dangerous, being a direct runner, being a skillful player as he is, looking to cut inside and try and be creative and make things happen for York. But now he's on a bookie. He's got to be a bit careful now. The last thing York will want in an away Roses is to go a man down.
It's Jay Werb on the free kick here. It's definitely across an opportunity. He goes in. It's a little bit deep, a little bit too much on it. And the ball's in the air, in behind, and it goes out for nothing, actually. The goalkeeper claims it.
And York will look to play out from the back. Again, that free kick just a little bit shallow, a little dipped in towards the edge of the box, which is not what Lancaster would have been looking for. But the header is a good one, and Bassett picks up the second ball, plays it back to Mowbray. Good header from Lancaster's right back, number 11. Aside from the slip, he's had a solid performance so far. And the little flick over Kime does not come off, but he wins a free throw-in from it.
The game's died down a little bit now. It's getting a bit more cagey. Both teams are trying to get a foot on the ball. Looks like Lancashire probably had the upper hand so far, but York definitely have had their chances. Ollie Dempsey's now got the ball on the edge of the box. He plays it in behind. There's a chance on goal. And there is massive appeals for a penalty there. Massive appeals for a penalty.
I think Hudson got the ball.
It looks like Hudson got the ball.
And it will be a corner kick. Won't it?
The referee has given a goal kick.
Even though
and I'm not
we
really
had a good angle of that,
sure
and it definitely came off the York goalkeeper.
But I think what I don't understand there is, how can you give it a goal kick? So it came off the Lancaster player, but it was the penalty.
Yeah, decision akin to the FA Cup semi-final. The ball came off Jack Grealish, and there were appeals for a penalty in that game as well.
And Lancaster definitely will feel hard done by there. And York have the ball now in the opposition half. They look like they're going to break. The ball's in the air. It's scrappy. It drops. And it's a great challenge by Lancaster.
An excellent sliding tackle. Lancaster have proven to be adept at slide tackles, and that will be given as a, I think, somewhat soft free kick. Just a bit of a tangle of legs.
I'm definitely going to have to agree with you there. we've seen challenges worse than that not been given this game, and we've seen challenges arguably not as bad as that been given this game. It's
just shades of the referee starting to lose a little bit of control of this game. The free-flowing, entertaining first 15 minutes of...
And the thing is to these referees, it's hard for them because a lot of these referees, they've only refereed really college games.
Oh, a near miss for...
York have scored!
It's a scrappy goal, but they won't care.
It's a goal from a free kick.
1-0 York.
1-0 York, goal from a free kick. The ball drops into the box. Not good enough defending by Lancaster there, really.
And Green just couldn't
Green makes one save. He makes two saves, but when he goes for his third, he can't get a hold on it. It's a shame for Green, really.
He would have been looking for his defence to do a bit better there, but it just came for the York. I believe it was the number 9 scoring. Poacher's goal. Right place in the right time, but Lancaster will not want their heads to drop. They've definitely had good chances as well. It's been even. And there's every chance they can get back into this match.
Green will be disappointed, but not with himself. There were 2 really good saves there. And it's just a third one where after the second save, you sort of hope your defenders take initiative, don't you, really?
Yeah, absolutely. But it just wasn't to be.
And Lancaster have the ball now. Ollie Dempsey's about to kick off on the centre circle, and he kicks.
Lancaster looking to...
Lancaster probably
get right back into the game. Can they build something from this kickoff? They bring the ball forward out of defence. Finds.
Oh, no, on the left-hand side.
Yes.
Plays it inside. And he's got plenty of space there, the Lancaster.
But the pass is loose and Kime deals with it. Bassett, the flick over his head. Can he burst away? He's using his pace really well here, Bassett, for York. On this left wing, cuts onto his stronger right foot and Lancaster deal with it. The second ball's won by York, though. And York... working the ball well. Good sliding tackle again from Lancaster. And
Lancaster will throw in just in York
to the left back.
And this is really where Lancaster needs to start to assert their dominance on this game. The 1-0 down. York might start to shut off a little bit more than they will do already.
And they've got to use this home crowd advantage. They've got to use the...
It's quite a good turnout by both sets of fans, isn't it?
Absolutely. You have to say the majority are Lancastrians, and they will be hoping for their team to get an equalising goal.
And York is putting the ball out from their box now. Lancaster has sat off. That's something we see often in this game. Usually, if Lancaster decide to press, they are very good at it. But if they sit off, then just like then, how we just seen, they win the ball.
It's a loose throw-in, though, and York have won possession back.
York are working
play on this right wing. And a
fantastic challenge by Havercroft there at left back. He's having a good game so far, isn't he? But I really think he'd want to assert himself a little bit more than he is already.
Lancaster's defence has been fairly solid throughout this game. Both defences have had no real holes, no real issues throughout this first half, but it's just the set piece that wasn't dealt with by the Lancaster defence. Absolutely. But can Lancaster break here? There's shouts for a free kick and it's been given. And you like to see that. You don't want to have your man go down to try and draw a free kick.
Andrew Ostersee from Lancaster. They're driving the ball on a counter-attack. He's been brought down by York's number 8, and the York player subsequently been yellow carded. That's the second York booking we've seen this game.
Jake Pullen, the captain, getting a booking.
I really wonder if this dirty yellow card tactic is going to slip.
I wonder that as well. Will it bite them later on in the game? That's both their right winger and their captain and central midfielder on bookings now. Can Lancaster make the most of their aerial advantage?
Word on the free kick. He's about to cross it in.
It's a better delivery. Flicked on and a near miss. A good header.
And it's a good header by
the captain,
Benjamin Faz. And it just goes wide. It was never really threatening the goal. But it was a good header.
It was a good delivery as well.
Exactly.
A deep free kick.
That's exactly what Lancaster want.
Can they use this?
Nobody's got the ball now at left centre half. He's driving it forward. He plays it out wide. Lancaster is squeezing to press.
Time
in the found space. He's got
it with a man on his shoulder and just can't work the space for a pass. The interception has been made. And
there's a ball to Ollie Dempsey again. We've seen that quite a lot, aren't we? A ball to Ollie Dempsey who's back to goal on the defender's last shot. And really trying to lay it off for his central midfielders.
And that's well won by Lancaster again.
He just feels a bit isolated.
Another centre-back moving into midfield. Moved out to this right wing. Can they find the cross? The stronger right foot is favoured.
Lamas in the box.
Time.
He cuts it and Mowbray intercepts it. What a game he's having.
Very, very good block. And
he carries it forward.
Composed play.
It's
avoids
a very
the
rash challenge by Lancaster's number 10. And he's won a throw-in for York. If he carries on this performance, there's no doubt he'll win man of the match.
Absolutely. He's done very, very well so far in this game. Lancaster just need to just be a little bit more incisive. Again, that final pass just proving to not just fall for them. And
Lancaster are playing quite well.
They are
like you say,
well.
it's
The
just
possession is
maybe they may need to have someone
on the left wing. How has that been given as a York throw?
The commentators are in absolute disbelief here that that's been given.
Maybe you won the ball, maybe it's our angle, but to us that looks like a certain foul. But York with the throw-in from that bit of play.
22 here for York on the throw-in, just in his own third.
It's going forward. Long.
He goes down the line.
Misses the header and Lancaster
Dennis Rice has the ball at centre-half there. He plays it back to Green, who's got it. He's being pressed.
And Green he has.
Plays it back into pressure. How's it going to work out here? And it's a Lancaster goal kick with some great pressure by York there. What do you think of York's pressing at the moment?
That's the first we've really seen of it in this game, I think. And it was very effective there. It looked like a one-man press. But it nearly amounted to something again. You just have to hope that the ball falls for you in that situation.
Maybe an intentional tactic by York. The goalkeeper, both centre-halves are both really comfortable on the ball for Lancaster. So they might know that and they may be sitting off them.
The ball goes long and it's a good touch from the Lancaster right winger.
Over behind.
Ollie Dempsey looking to latch onto it.
It's a great header.
Clark with a composed header back to Hudson in the York goal. As the ball goes long again. Well won by Lancaster. And they will look to build from this. It's laid off. And can they build from the back?
Haverkoff's got space to drive here. What's he going to do? Is he going to cut inside?
Decision. It's a good pass.
It's a good
Lancaster
pass.
Making the most of this possession for now until a commentator's curse strikes. York will break with Bassett as they move it out to the left wing. Kime, the president.
And large appeals from Lancaster. They've won the throw in there. They've won the ball back.
They take it quickly.
Can they take it?
There was a runner down that right wing that is a little bit frustrated. The Lancaster number 10 that his right back didn't share the same vision as him. But you can't let frustration build. And
it's great play by Lancaster.
It's fantastic play on this right wing.
The cross comes in. And the ball's loose in the box.
Ollie Dempsey will be
frustrated, as well as Lancaster's number 10, who looked frustrated as he got to the end of it.
But I think Hudson got away with one there. He missed his punch and it just fell kindly for him. And there have been a couple of those moments where the ball just Lancaster just haven't had the rub of the green, really.
And York are through now. Bassett is in,
and it's a composed finish.
And there's a massive shout for offside. We can't see personally whether he is or not.
I think he was played on by the Lancaster right back, number 2 there, just not getting the offside track quite right. And Bassett with a composed finish. Played through very calmly. Perfect weight on the pass and the first time finish tucks into the bottom right-hand corner.
Now that's two goals up for York now. By my calculations, about 35 minutes has gone. Lancaster really wants to be looking at getting a goal before half-time here. It's a hard task coming from 2 goals down, but stranger things have happened, especially in Rose's games in the past. Hopefully Lancaster don't let their heads drop. There's a few of them that look slightly disenchanted.
But maybe there's every chance. I mean, college games tend to be quite high-scoring. And Lancaster will be hoping to at least get 2 goals back and build from that.
York do have a real bonus here in that this is York's University third team, where this is Lancaster's college select. So this York third team would have been playing with each other all year. They know each other well.
Whereas this is a collection of different college players.
It's a collection of a selection. Alliteration.
Yeah, a little bit of a rhyme.
Yeah.
We don't mind it.
Might give you a
And
bit more of that,
Lancaster
viewers.
get away with the ball driving into midfield. Lancaster's number 10 cutting away from Bassett.
That's a
Beautiful
great
play with
play
Ollie
there.
Dempsey.
He's laid
Can they
off
find
by
a ball
Ollie.
over?
Havercoff has the ball on the left now.
Lovely
great play
1-2
between
with
all. No. Ball
Crossed
in.
into Dempsey.
shoots.
And it's off the post.
And
That
he
was
hits the
gorgeous
post.
play.
That was superb
Lancaster.
by the Lancaster
That's
team there.
one of the most well-worked moves we've had in the game, but just not getting the rub of the green. Yet to test Hudson in the York goal, really. Apart from that looping free kick early in the match, Hudson hasn't had all
Didn't
that
look
much
like
to
Hudson
do.
was anywhere near that.
He
well,
wasn't.
He was.
I think if Ollie Dempsey had managed to get that on target, it would have been a goal. And it would have been 2-1 and Lancaster would have had the momentum again. But York's blushes are spared from that intricate piece of one-touch play. Absolutely fantastic to watch. And can York do the same? The ball goes out to Bassett. Lino unsure as to whether that went out, but it does go out of
Looks like
second
that's a fair
try.
decision. That ball in behind to Lancaster.
The fans definitely think so.
Charlie the Mass, he's having a great game so
He
far.
is. He's done very well to get past time as well. But we're sorry for the choice language if the mics pick that up. He wasn't too happy that his cross didn't beat Mowbray, the first man, who does well under pressure.
You've got to say,
cross into
Lamass
time.
has the better of York's left-backs so far.
He has had the better of Kine, the president for York, so far. But again, the central defensive three of Hudson in the York goal and Clark and Mowbray have proven quite difficult to break down, and Lancaster will look to play wide again.
And the ref has played advantage there. There's a claim for a foul on Lancaster's number 10.
Good tackle.
It's a great tackle there by Lancaster's 10. Dempsey's got the ball.
Ollie Dempsey, yet.
And I think Dempsey may be disappointed with his final pass here today. It's a recurring theme.
He's not had his best game so far.
He's had plenty of touch the ball. He's been involved. His movement's been good, but he just hasn't really been able to play that final ball. Hopefully, it clicks for him soon enough because Lancaster really are looking like they need a goal here.
York did well to deal with it though in the York centre back, but it feels like
a great play by Havercoff there. He wins the ball back twice.
Again.
He's driving into the third. He might enter the box.
He seats his man down.
And he slipped there at the edge of the box. And he's won the ball back again. What a great
comes in
play
towards the back.
And Mowbray clears.
Mowbray.
There's a miscommunication there by Lancaster right back in central midfield. And York have the ball now.
That's it.
Driving in a counter-attack. Green collects. That was a great play by Havercoff.
And it feels like, as much as they're 2-0 up, both of York's goals have come against the run of play. The second goal was very well taken, but it came from a defensive mistake.
Misplaced pass. Mass has got two in him now. He drives down the line and it's a corner to Lancaster. Will Lamass be able to do anything with this? He's had a great game so far.
He's been very direct. He's been skillful. He's had a good touch of the ball, but just his fellow teammates just
Lancaster be able to use their height to their advantage from this set piece. We've only seen it happen once or twice.
This would be a good way for them to snag momentum back from the game, as much as they've been playing.
And it's a ball in the 6.
It's a fantastic
header by the Fylde College centre half. It's also captain
Benjamin Faz.
And that was a great ball by Lamass there. It was an outswinger, but it was only just in the 6-yard box. Lamass leapt like a salmon and stung like a bee.
Lancaster finally able to make the most of their aerial advantage, and they have a goal to show for their.
And you have to say that's
better
a deserved
play.
goal,
It is deserved.
You have to say. Will Lancaster be able to get another now? That's the question here. But they more than deserve to.
They have been the better team, but York have been clinical. I think Lancaster got unlucky with the first goal. That loose play from the set piece failing to be cleared.
To the delight of the crowd there.
Kine misplacing his pass and launching it into the crowd as the Lancaster fans are perked up by the goal, you have to say.
They seem to be enjoying themselves, don't they?
They do.
That's Ben Faz taking the throw in on the right hand side, down the line.
Forward to Ollie
Dempsey, but he's got man all over him.
Touch into the midfield doesn't find a Lancastrian player, but Lancaster do win the second ball. They have looked to improve.
Adrian Ostersu's got loads of space here.
Driving run, but dealt with well by the York man.
Lancaster really are getting the delight of Lancaster in the midfield here sometimes and sustained possession.
They are.
But it's York's back line that are really keeping them in this game.
There's potential for this to be very high scoring, which we do hope you, the viewers and listeners of Berwick FM and Roses Live are enjoying.
And the shoots just from the edge of the box.
Fails to...
And it's blocked by Mowbray.
Defence. Mowbray doing well again to get in the way.
But will Lamass be able to capitalise on this corner like he did before?
If you are just joining us on radio and on TV, it is 2-1 to York. York scored their first goal from a scrappy third ball from a set piece. Green with 2 good saves, but they managed to get the
ball delivered now by Lamass.
And it's
a
fail to be met by the York defence, and the volley is loose and wayward.
It's a good cross by Lamass, but the York defence failed to deal with it. Lancaster will be kicking themselves at it. We've got a spectator kicking the ball in here. She's multitasking very well. She's got a baby attached to her while also kicking a football onto the pitch. And the camera. Christ!
More power to her.
And Hudson says thank you there.
I'd like to see that in the game.
That's something you love to see, isn't it, really?
It is. It's very heartwarming. York with the slender 1-point lead overall in Roses as of the live report. It's 23-24 in York's favour. This game being played for 1 point could get Lancaster level. And they do well to win the throw-in on that left-hand side.
Lancashire have got a throw-in now. They're definitely in their own third. Now, can they do anything about it? Haverkoff plays the ball inside to Faz. Faz plays it to Wise. Wise has got the ball now at centre-half. He plays that wide ball out wide to Lamass.
Who's offside.
And the linesman flags for offside. The crowd are not happy. Apologies if you hear some coarse language.
The largely Lancaster fans in the crowd are obviously going to shout any decision that may or may not go their way. And they will be feeling that they've been a little bit hard done by, despite the fact that York have 2 bookings in this first half.
Should they have had a penalty though? That's a question.
I think Hudson won the ball, but it definitely should have been a corner.
I'd have to agree with you there.
It came off the goalkeeper, and Ollie Dempsey went down looking for a penilty. But
it's just not been going Lancaster's way so far. But now Lamass is through on the right-hand side. Will he have the taking of York's president? York's president is all over him right now. He's got both hands on him. Referee isn't paying any attention to it, but he's successfully won the corner. Apologies if you heard that on the microphone. The York defenders aren't happy with the decision to give a Lancashire.
It did come off kind though. We had a good position commentating, and the ball goes towards the 6-yard area.
And Lancaster nearly is a high once again. Lamass has got the ball,
and it will go out for a
throw-in. It run for a throw-in.
Getting a little knock.
And the linesman nearly assaults York's winger there. Smile on both of their faces. I'm sure it's nothing too serious.
And Faz looking to make advantage of a long throw into the box.
Now that's interesting. The tallest player on the pitch taking a throw, isn't it?
Yeah, the aerial threat that scored the Lancaster's goal from the corner has decided to...
But it's a poor pass by Haverkoff straight to York. Oh, and Lancashire won the ball back straight away. Haverkoff will be happy he's been bailed out there. Oh no, with the cheeky ball inside, gets intercepted.
And here comes Mo, the attacking midfielder for York, doing well to play.
Can York make anything of this possession? We'll see.
Kine
overload on the left-hand side here.
Finds Bassett.
Can go up and help. No, Fazzy's running in behind to help.
Bassett cuts inside on his favourite right foot. And
goes for the shot.
Does well to get across and block the shot. And it will be cleared by Lancaster's right back. And Lancaster can build. Lamass playing it into Ollie Dempsey here. Flicked in field. Oh no, looking to latch onto the cutting ball to the left-hand side, and Hudson nearly spills it.
But he nearly spilled it, and Arno was on that like a cat.
But Hudson deals with the danger and plays it out to Clark.
It's a great game of football so far today.
It's been end-to-end. It really has.
End-to-end. 2-1 to York. There's goals, there's drama, there's action.
There's refereeing inaccuracies even at this level.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? But
and this referee as well, he's known quite well as being one of the better referees on campus.
Ollie Dempsey holding up the play. Can he get the ball back?
Can he get? Oh, and there's a very
will be given as a free kick as York,
there will
in
be
frustration, launch the ball into the trees near the A6. God, I hope that hasn't hit a goal.
That would be quite bad, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. And that is another yellow card for York. And you can't say that's not deserved. He was through there. He was about to have a favourite play at goal.
Alex
and he was
Moe, another midfielder on the booking. York's two more progressive players in midfield, both on bookings. They've got to
will
be
that
careful.
hamper their game later on? That's what I want to know. Do you think it will?
I think it might hamper their defensive effort because they won't be able to commit as much in getting back and helping out in defence.
And Lancashire have got a free kick now to deliver into box. By my calculations, are right before half-time. Well, can Lancaster really cement themselves a position into this game? They've got the height advantage. They've scored from a set piece.
As it's not a bad delivery. Hudson, who claims authoritatively. Interesting choice to pat that down with the threat of Ollie Dempsey and the rest of the Lancaster attack, but he deals with it in a composed manner.
But I'm not sure it was a choice.
It might not have been.
No, it might not have been. Doesn't seem like it was. And Lancaster won the ball out with the press again.
He gets onto it and the flicked header is just wide.
And that's another chance
that just hasn't fallen for Ollie Dempsey. He's just not. Luck's not on his side.
I think those on the circuit call him Oliver Nunes, don't they?
Yeah. Just, you get 15 chances. I'm sure one of them will go in. He's doing well to get into the right position.
Superb game. It's just the final ball, really, Ollie. Yeah. It's a York goal kick.
And it's looking like it's going to go long, avoiding that Lancastrian press that we've come to enjoy so much in this first half and that has won them so much possession as they win the header from the goal kick.
Tries to flick on him behind and he's lost the
second ball, though. And Lamaz
has got the ball again. Is he going to...
And he slips.
Oh, and he slips.
Time free of him.
Commentator's curse once again there.
Bassett will play it in field. And Lancaster do well to deal with it.
And that's half-time.
2-1 to York. Slightly against the run of play, but they've been clinical. They've taken their chances.
You'd have to say Lancaster have had the large lion's share of the chances, but on the other hand, York have been clinical, haven't they?
They've been absolutely clinical in their attacking chances. They've been less creative, but they've got the lead, and if you're going to win the game, you probably deserve it. So they are doing well enough. Their defence has been fantastic. The live
Roses score is 24-23 for York. That's 1 point ahead. At the moment, playing on Roses Live Radio, we've got the men's college select that you're tuning into now. We've got Ultimate Women's Outdoor. We've got men's first handball and netball women's college second. That is college B teams for netball playing that. And then cricket women's first. I can't give you score updates on them at the moment, but if you're really interested, I recommend tuning in to Roses Live.
I would agree. Half time here, 2-1.
Will there be any changes being looking to make here? This is the question. On the Lancaster bench, there are a few players here. You've got Kyle Hay, a centre back from County. You've also got Will Yarker, a striker. He's known to be quite dangerous. He's scored over 5 goals this season on the college circuit. You've got Matty Davitt, centre half. It doesn't look like they've got that many attacking options on the bench.
And you don't think that they would bring on a defender. I think Lancaster's defence, aside from a couple of errors, has been solid, as has York's. York's 2 centre backs playing a fantastic game so far, but their full-backs have been losing the battles with the Lancastrian wingers. Especially the Maz. He's done very well on that right-hand side, getting dangerous crosses into the box, and he's looked to have the beating of Kine, the York president, so far.
It does look like the goalkeeper is going to change at half-time. That did happen last year as well.
Are you on camera 3?
Right, it's Jack Briggs being brought on
can you
for
make sure it's on camera 3?
It's a shame we've got 4 county players playing, we have 4 Pendle players playing, we have 3 Grizedale players playing, and we have no Lonsdale. That might be something to do with their ineptitude to play football to a high standard.
I mean, there are always favourites. There are always favourites going into the college season. You always look at Grizedale, you look at County, and you look at Bowland, and you think they will have players in teams for Roses come the end of the year. Very nice surprise, a very pleasant surprise for Pendle to have some representation in this game. And for the lack of cohesion that we thought that was going to affect Lancaster coming into this game, they've played very well. There are fans behind us.
We do have a fan behind us by the name of Tom Bowden. Now, I'm going to interview Tom here just for a slight second at half-time. I'm just going to ask you politely not to use any coarse language. This is Ofcom regulated. So what was your opinion on the first half, right?
We definitely had a few strong chances. It's Myrtle, Lancaster. York looked good as well. Can't deny that. They've got a few key players. Definitely on the left. I've not remembered all his names, to be honest. But yeah, no, I mean, Lancaster's old header was beautiful header, beautiful.
What do you think Lancaster can do to change the game, Tom Bowden? We know there's Kyle Hale at centre half. He's on the bench. He's a fan favourite, but it doesn't look like it's sub on a centre half right now.
No. I mean, you'd think not. We do need to get a goal or two. So maybe something on centre half is not the option. But Carl is definitely a good player. Bringing some fresh legs, different mindset, could make a change, yeah.
And Kay is a leadership option as well. He's got quite a large voice on the pitch. He's been County A's vice captain for the year. He's County FC vice president. So he might be one of them that they bring on just to invigorate a bit of life.
And how much do you think substitutions like that would affect the fact that 3 of York's players are on bookings at the moment?
Well, I mean, York might be looking at substitutions as well, take off the players, get a little less risk. But I mean, if they're stronger choices, then maybe not. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I mean, this ref's been handing out yellow cards to York, so like it's nothing. So a red card might not be something it could definitely happen this game. Yeah,
it could definitely happen. It's something York don't want, but if they're playing the way they're playing, they may well succumb to having to go a man down, and we will see what happens in the second half. But it's been a very entertaining game. So.
And thank you for your time, Tom Bowden. We've got former County SC president here, Luke Wivell, 4th year physics student. He's been heavily involved in college football for his 4 years at university. What do you make of that game, Luke?
Really good first half so far for the Lancaster lads. I think ultimately it's a game we're dominating, we're playing better. They've had 2 chances and they've scored. And I think the scoreline will correct itself in the second half.
I mean, that's a great contribution there, Luke. Hope you enjoy the game. Have a good time. I'll see you later, lads. Back to the game here. So we've had some great contributions there by Luke and Tom. They both essentially came with the same theme that Lancaster may get into the game relatively soon. It looks like they might do.
Just the York fans not really venturing over as much as the Lancaster fans are. We would, of course, interview them and provide a second opinion as in the warm-up.
We're fully impartial commentators.
Absolutely.
Fully impartial.
We just want to watch a good game of football.
We do.
And it has been a good game of football.
We've been entertained. We have been entertained. It's been a great game of football. Great game.
There's been drama. There's been end-to-end action. There have been refereeing, dare I say, errors. But that's just part of the game, and that's what makes the wonderful game of football exciting. So players look to reset, rebuild in the second half. York with a slender 1-goal lead from their 2 clinical, well-taken goals. But both teams look unchanged as we move into this second half. York still with
That's
3
plus
bookings,
Most
interest.
definitely looking change. York also looking change, don't they?
Yeah. 3 bookings, 2 in their central midfield positions, and one their right
One
winger,
is currently
Ogunleye, with
Camera
probably
one.
the most deserved yellow card, a late tackle from behind on that right wing. Oh no, Lancaster are changed. They have substituted their goalkeeper. Green's been substituted out.
Briggs is now on. York are now ready to take this kick, and they've took it. Now the game gets going now.
Clark to Mowbray, the 2 centre-backs,
It looks
very composed.
Quite passive at the moment. I'm not fully sure what is going on.
I don't think the referee blew his whistle.
I don't. It looks like we don't have any referees. I think the referees have gone. I don't know. I think they've gone for a cup of tea. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
But York will just warm themselves back into the game. A few one-touch passes between their players as we look to build. Lancaster deciding to do the same thing as we await the referees and linesmen's arrival to start this second half.
Both teams just knocking the ball about together now. Lancaster will be looking for a sharp 1 goal, which will really cement them as favourites for the game. Who would you bet your money on to win this game?
I think Lancaster grew into the game. They shook off any potential nerves they may have had. There were a few spells of really nice, intricate passing that did cut York open. So I think they will use the home crowd advantage and they will look to build, and I reckon they can get a couple of goals. I don't think York have created much outside of their chances, so I think Lancaster will probably end up winning the game. So we will look forward to the second half. The ref's still missing in action. Maybe it's not quite the 15-minute break we were expecting, but both teams will have hope. York because of their lead and Lancaster because of their play. Maybe the changing goalkeeper will help reduce York's chances even more, or maybe a big save will give Lancaster the confidence and the momentum more so than they already have to go on and win the game. Still no rain in sight either, despite it being overcast. We were forecast rain and we've touch wood, we're getting away with it.
But it does look like it's about to rain relatively soon, doesn't it? It's rather overcast at the moment, but touch wood. Okay, the referees are about to walk onto the pitch now. Looks like we're about to get the second half underway. They've had their rest. Now let's see if Lancaster can really get into this game now.
Get the equalising goal that their play deserves. I do think 2-2 would be a fair reflection of the game. I mean, York have had good spells of possession and their attackers were clinical, especially Bassett, the left winger, doing well to convert his chance. Although I think he might have been substituted as we look to start this second half. I can't see him out there on the York left wing. He has. He's been substituted off. York replacing the left winger. Interestingly, not replacing the winger that's on a booking. Clearly not thinking that the red card will be a threat or an issue, which is an interesting decision from their manager, George McCaig. But he probably knows a lot more than me. So we'll see if that decision comes back to bite him.
And it looks like we're about to get underway here. The referee's just taking down some notes. The linesmen are getting ready. The spectators are still here. That is a good sign. It's a sign of an enthralling game of action. And it has been quite a good game of football, hasn't it?
It's been very, very entertaining. And I'll be hoping, as I'm sure the rest of the crowd are, that it will remain as such.
So we give a shout out to Rebecca Moncrief. Hi, Rebecca. Are you having a good afternoon?
Looks like Leo Smith has been brought on at left wing for York. Bassett, the goal scorer, being substituted at half time. Very well taken finish, played through from the midfield in between the two centre-backs of Lancaster.
It was a great pass, that wasn't it? We probably didn't give it enough attention it deserved at the time, but it really was a pass that cut apart the Lancaster defence. We're about to get on the way any second here. I'm not
Just
sure
the referee having a
reasoning behind the
discussion with
delay.
his linesman. Just maybe discussing that how they're a bit more on the game. They did have good control of the first half, and hopefully that will continue into the second half as
Mowbray
picks up the ball in centre back, and Clark does well to avoid the tackle of Arno, and the ball finds the York midfield. Pressure from Lancaster.
And they've won the ball that high once again.
Beneficial
As soon as it finishes.
Into the penalty area, and Clark deals with the danger. Good clearance up to Ogunleye, who will look to have the beating of Lancaster's left back, but
Briggs has got the ball now in his 6-yard box. He looks quite confident on the ball, doesn't he?
That was a very, very calm piece of play, not panicked at all.
And two flick-ons in behind now, and they've got the ball. They're driving into the box, across to the box, and it's a great claim by York's number one. Great claim. That was very easy to parry down onto the floor and be intercepted. It looks like he definitely didn't apply butter to his gloves this morning.
No.
And it's deception pass by Faz there. Oh, and it's a late challenge by Arno, and it's probably going to be a yellow card. And they've given away the foul near to the box. There's a shooting opportunity. It's a great opportunity.
I think that will be at least a yellow card, and
it looks like the ref's contemplating something more severe. It was dangerous. It was rash. It was from behind. It was too
late, and York's man has stayed down.
And this is a big, big decision in the run of the game here. What's he going to do? He's reaching into his pocket. He's calling Alex over, Alex Arno.
And it's his front pocket. I think it will be given a yellow card.
Yeah, it's a yellow card to Arno there. It's definitely most deserved. He's had a lucky escape
from
there.
The York fans, the travelling fans, thinking that maybe could have been a bit more.
I definitely have to say Alex had a lucky escape there.
He did. It was a late tackle. The ball had gone. He didn't need to make that tackle, and
he's played relatively well so far.
He's been dangerous in attack. He's been direct and pacey and strong, but I think
I don't think there's been a Lancaster player.
Correct decision.
I don't think there's been a Lancaster player that's played poorly today yet.
No, I don't think there has.
Everyone's definitely on form. Everyone's up for it. The York player is still down here, by the way, guys. We are just waiting for the free kick to be taken. It looks like he's up. He's limping. Doesn't look like he'll come off. Looks like a shooting opportunity here. It's number 10 on it for York.
David Priest, new substitution for York.
Looks like a set piece specialist. Definitely looks like he's about to take a shot here. It's a 3-man wall.
Alex Moe over the free kick.
It's about 28, 30 yards out if you reference wall and box.
Alex Priest, a new introduction.
York aren't exactly loaded in the penalty box. They're definitely expecting this to be a shot on goal. Is Briggs ready for it? He's not got the tallest frame compared to Green. Let's see if he does this effectively, and he shoots.
It hits the wall, but Priest will get onto it. York's new right.
Tried to win a corner, but great play by Havercroft there.
And that's
a disgusting tackle.
Looking like a reciprocation from Arno's tackle. And I think that will be given a similar punishment. I think that will be given a yellow card. And the Lancaster fans loving the fact that York has got a fourth booking. And I think they have mostly been deserved. The ref has been handling his cards well here.
Havercroft was absolutely livid when that tackle or foul, I must say, was committed. It's Dennis Wise on the ball now, plays it out. They're playing out from the back here. Looks like he's about to drive. Havercroft's trying to invert. Just dilly-dallying it a bit, really. They're trying to suck the York attack in. They played across. Are they going to break the press now? That's the question.
Launches it forward towards
Dempsey. Jumps for it, and he has lost the first ball. Is he going to win?
Mild shouts of handball as Murphy gets away from Dempsey there.
And Mowbray is really, really showing what he's worth today. It makes us hard to believe how he's playing at this level. He looks very confident. He looks assured. He looks astute. He looks like he can play at a higher level.
He does, and York have drawn a free kick. I believe that was Lamaz giving away the foul.
And you'd have to say Lamaz has had a rather superb game.
He's done well so far. He'll be looking to continue.
He's had the beating of the York left back. And it's a free kick from York just in their own half. They're about to launch the ball forward, it looks like. They're loading up on Dennis and Faz, and they're tall men, and the ball is struck.
Mo and Murphy, the striker, looking to get on the end of it, but Faz clears it. And it comes free for Lancaster as Ollie
Dempsey runs for it.
The loose ball, but
he wins the first, but he loses the second. It's scrappy in the midfield now.
Flicked header on towards Arnaud. Player on a yellow.
Played into space. Havercroft caught out there.
Havercroft and soft shout for a free kick. But
York has space at the edge of the box here.
And just a loose touch and
he's got the ball in the box here. He's got
claiming it. No, Murphy.
9 has the ball at the edge of the box here. York is dribbling with it now. What's he going to do with it?
Can
he took it past Faz,
and it's a
corner to York here.
From the Lancaster right back. York, I think only their second or third corner in the match. But they scored from a free kick. They are a threat off set pieces. Can they extend their lead? Can they double it? Can they get on the end?
They have scored a set piece already against another play, but you'd expect Lancashire and their height difference to win the first ball. It just comes down to the second ball, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. And Lancaster's defence will look to be a bit more astute in getting rid of the pressure.
And he's close to the keeper.
Good header.
And Faz heads it away. He gets taken out by Lancaster's number 6, though. And it's a throw in to
York, I believe.
Wales. Throw to York, I think.
Launched
throwing down the line
Murphy,
now.
Flicked header into the midfield. And
Havercroft got the ball now. He's played it inside. Driving now, number 7, Lancaster. He took it past 1, took it past 2, took it past 3. He's in space. And he plays it out wide to that Arnaud. Does he have the beating of his man, though? That's the question. No, he doesn't. It runs out for a goal kick. That was great play by Lancaster.
Doing well, just muscle him off the ball and let it run out for a goal kick. But yeah, Lancaster's number 7 doing very well to side through about 3 of the York players there.
And it's a goal kick to Lancaster, to York here.
Hudson looked to play out. He does. He finds Clark, York's right centre back.
Lancaster look like they're about to press high in the 4-2-3-1 system.
And it's found Ogunleye.
Flick on from York. They've now got the ball on the last line. He's down to the left winger now. It's intercepted by number 2. That's Faz. Faz closed it down. And it's a ball out wide.
Who latches on to the
Lamaz has got the ball once again.
Can he beat Kime again?
And
no,
he wins
but Kime kicks it out of play. Lancaster continuing in much the same vein.
Yes, they started the second half exactly how they finished the first. We were seeing their dominance on this game, really, really showing why they came into this game as favourites. They're showing why they won it last year. We'll see if they can get a goal to break this deadlock in the second half here. And there is a bit of and there is another yellow card to one of York's players. I'm pretty sure that's for dissent. I can't tell you why. Because
neither can I.
But that's 5 yellow cards for the York team now. The referee he's really taking a stand on this game.
As the long throw is looking to be launched in by Lancaster's right back.
And it looks to me like in the pitch next to me, York have just won women's 2s lacrosse.
There's ultimate frisbee, I think.
No, that is ultimate frisbee. Looks like York have won ultimate frisbee.
Extend their lead in Roses early into the weekend, but the ball bouncing about in the 6-yard area and cleared well by
It's a
York.
corner.
Lancaster have another chance. They scored from a corner early in the...
Will they use a height advantage once again? We'll see the answers to this question soon, won't we?
They are a threat. They have their aerial threats. They have a good corner taker as well in Lamaz, and we'll be looking.
Lamas takes a corner. It's whipped into the box, close to the goalkeeper.
And it's won again! Lancaster, another set piece.
Ollie Dempsey with the goal there. He will be absolutely delighted he's scored a goal here. He's definitely deserved one.
I was just about to say we'll be looking to see whether Lancaster can make the most of another set piece, and they have.
That's 2 corners and 2 goals from Lancaster. They were 2-0 down, and it's 2-all. You have to put all your money on Lancaster to go win this game now.
Ollie Dempsey will be very happy to have scored as well. He just wasn't getting the luck that he probably wanted. He was getting in the right places. He was making a few of the right movements. And
can York get back into
this stuff early in this half? They've had some intricate, neat passing moves, but they just haven't got the ball in the 18-yard
Great play by Lancaster here. Cut some link-up play on the edge of the box.
But Clark deals with it. Oh no, flicks it over his head. And just
he's running after it.
Can't get it through, and Hudson
it just doesn't break for him.
York looking that little bit under the cosh again now, as Clark looks to drive the ball forward into Ogunleye.
Channel, and Havercroft deals with it well.
Priest, authoritative in his demand to take the throw-in.
Looks like this phone's going to go to about the edge of the 18-yard box. We'll see if York can do anything with it. Oh no, he misses out on the header. Fast clears, no wins.
And it's not dealt with all
and
that
it's scrappy in the midfield here. And it's good play by the York number 4 there to sustain possession.
Clark's pass is wayward though, and Lancaster will regain possession by means of a throw-in. And the ref has
stopped the game just to inform the Lancaster Uni football team that they are not allowed to encroach onto the pitch and to give the linesmen some space to run the lines.
I can see the excitement getting to them though. They've come back from 2-0 down to equalise, and the pressure from Lancaster has proven to be effective, as it has again. Havercroft picks up the ball on this left-hand side, and the midfield loses the ball again. Just an unfortunate slip there as Ogunleye takes a good touch, looking to drive down this left-hand side. Chops inside. He's done very well to regain possession and find Priest, who launches the ball inside.
Fast clear as well. Lancaster need to get a foothold on this ball now. As soon as they score, they haven't been able to get at least some sustained possession now. Let's see what they can do with this. Havercroft, he's driving on the left-hand side. Is he going to invert like he has done? He plays
good ball into the number 10. Lovely little triangle there from Lancaster to find Arnu, and the challenge is and there are shouts for another yellow card. I think it was Clark this time,
but it looks like
Arno has waved it on.
Looks like it was a fair challenge, to be fair.
I think so.
It was shoulder to shoulder. And there's a change here for York.
Their captain is coming off. Player already on a booking. Their captain, the number 8, Jack Cullen, coming off. Can't quite see the shirt number of the York player coming on, but we will get that knowledge to you
as soon as possible. But
looks like he's moving over to right back, and Priest is moving into midfield. As York look to go long from this.
And it looks like York might have settled on the back 3 in possession. Their left back's pushing up quite high, slightly inverted. Their 3 centre halves are both showing for the ball.
Could well be
Keeper's
Ben
going long
Turner
here.
At right back. It is Ben Turner at right back. York number 2 not starting this game.
Havercroft wins the second ball down the line. York have the ball in midfield now. Scrappy. Lancaster win it back. Havercroft's got it at left back. He plays it inside Lancaster's number 7 is having an absolutely
He's
fantastic
been
game.
really dynamic to get through York's defence,
But
but
again, it's just a final ball. And he's gone down here. Both of them have
both
gone
of them
down.
have gone
Let's
down.
hope this isn't too
Well
serious.
won by the
He's won the
Lancaster
ball
number
back.
10.
And that must be a foul there.
This is getting very
This is
tetchy
getting
now.
feisty.
The temperatures are
It
flaring.
looks like there might be a slight stop in play
And
here.
there will be another York booking.
Lancaster's number
Lancaster.
7 is down. York's number 6 is down. It looks like the referee's going for his card book, but he's changed his mind. Is the Lancaster player okay? Looks like the York player's got up perfectly fine. He's
Just
holding his
looks
shoulder.
like he landed on his shoulder a little bit awkwardly, but I think he'll be all right.
We've got some slight chants going from the crowd there. Let's hope a bit more of that continues.
Yeah, the home crowd looking to motivate their team towards an eventual winner. The York away fans have done well, though, and they will have been pleased to see their team score 2 goals away and will be hoping for the same. Both teams completely capable of getting this winner.
15 minutes gone in this second half now. Lancaster have once again gained the upper hand. York started off well, but Lancaster have got back into it for the second bit of the second half. They've now got a ball into the box around the centre circle. It's a crossing opportunity. Lancaster, will they use their height once again and score from a set piece? The ball comes in.
is good, and it's dealt with well by...
Dennis
think
Wise
that
has
was-
the ball at the edge of the box. He flicks it in.
Okay.
Dempsey flicks. Arno's got it. And it's a fantastic last-inch challenge there, but Arno was offside anyway.
It was
Arno will
really
be kicking
very well
himself
worked
there.
by Ollie Dempsey, it has to be said. There's a clever flick on.
And that's another set-piece opportunity for Lancaster.
York building out from the back, finding Clark. And a loose touch means that Lancaster have possession again.
At number 7 on the ball once again. What a game he is having for Lancaster.
Played across. Lancaster's midfield has been...
Some same session. You've had to say Lancaster's midfield has been there, shining light this game.
They've
Both advanced midfielders. Very well. That's Ostrisu and Word.
They've been dangerous. It's been controlled in their midfield. And they've been dynamic, they've been intricate, and they've been difficult for York to deal with. York have dealt with them fairly effectively, though, as only 1 goal in this game has come from open play, and it was the York second goal scored by Bassett, who is no longer on the pitch. He got substituted out.
Lancaster clear the ball now from there and third. That's fast.
And will it find
Good
Ollie
game
Dempsey?
he's having.
He's been
there
shoved
are-
in the
there
back,
are
and there were
appeals for
shouts
shoving
for...
it back, and it did look like there was. The referee disagrees. Now, Lancaster,
he's looking to latch on, but he just curves away from him, and Hudson will claim. Hudson's had a good, composed game. He's not had too many saves to make. You have to say, the 2 headers from the corners he couldn't have done much about. But Arno picks up on the loose ball. And nearly had the beating of the new right back from York, Ben Turner. But just not quite getting the run. As Lamaz will look to burst away.
oh, Lamas has sent 2 there.
He's done very well.
What a game he's having. He's in the box. And it looked like he was playing for a penalty there, but it's a goal kick to York.
Time did not dive in. He didn't give Lamas what he was looking for. President, with a good head on his shoulders, to not cost his team and give away a penalty.
It's a York goal kick here.
Will go long. They will look to get Murphy on the end of this.
Who's going to win this header? It looks like it's Lancaster 1. That's Faz at 1. Flick on. And it's scrappy in the midfield here. Lancaster have won the ball again in the midfield. That's a recurring theme. Haverkoff's got the ball now. He's driving.
Can he find Arno on?
Can he find the pass? Can he
He's
find the
played
pass?
Arno.
Arno's got the ball on the left-hand side here. Haverkoff is there in support. They really need another man, ideally. The ball's in the box. It's
It comes out
spare.
to the edge of the
Comes
area.
out, and there's a
Shot comes in and narrowly fizzes past the right post.
And that was a real chance for Lancaster.
The
there.
number 7 would have got his goal that his players warranted in the second half. He's been incredibly dynamic in his running, and his play overall has been very good for Lancaster. He's been a real highlight in the second half, but the shot didn't quite tuck in as much as he would have liked.
Then York are putting the ball up from the back here.
Mo with a good turn.
And Lancaster have won
but
the ball in
just a
midfield
little
once
heavy
again.
touch.
Once again, they've won the ball in midfield.
Clark keeping up and dealing with the danger. Kime launches it clear, but Lancaster will see it out for the throw-in.
And Fast taking the throw in down the right-hand side. He's very much in his own half. He's gone down the line. It's near the halfway line now.
Yeah.
And there's a massive shout
from
to
the Lancaster
handball.
fans. Ollie Dempsey does well to get it away. Shoot!
Oh, and he misses, and it looks like it was only a whisker wide from this angle. And the goalkeeper definitely thought that was going in, and that would have been one heck of a goal by Ollie Dempsey.
It would have been a fantastic finish. He was aiming for that top right corner, that near post, to try and catch Hudson in the York goal out. York will be buoyed to hear that the ultimate frisbee is going their way, though, behind us.
And York are taking the goal kick. They're playing it out once again. And the referee decides to substitution play. It looks like there's a substitution. Who is this for?
York's number 22. David Priest was a new addition as of half-time. Got a yellow card, drew a free kick, and has been substituted off. Maybe they just don't think his midfield presence is as valuable as the new addition. I mean, he started out at right back in the second half and got moved into midfield.
Can Lancaster win the ball in midfield once again here? York is spreading it well. This is good play by York. They've worked it down to the left. They've got the ball near the box on the left-hand side now and fast play as well.
Fantastic tackle. The new addition for York is Lucas Grab, centre midfielder, subbed on for Priest, whose midfield presence may be a bit too defensive for what York are looking for at this moment in time, but you do feel for him. He's only had 15, 20 minutes in the game and has been substituted off.
We're about 20 minutes into the second half now. We've got 25 to go. At the 65th minute mark, York taking the throw in now. They're definitely in Lancaster's half.
And it's gone out for a goal kick. That just goes to show you, though, George McCaig, the York manager, is not afraid to make bold substitutions.
And Lancaster are in a hurry to get the game underway here. Briggs plays it to Dennis. Dennis drives. He's got Haverkoff to his left. What's he going to do? Plays to Haverkoff. Haverkoff's got space now to drive. He's going to play it inside. He's coming inside. Plays it inside again. A trademark pass. Dempsey runs in behind. Arnold's got space on the left now. What's he going to do with it? He's got Haverkoff in support
of his man.
He gets the ball in at the back.
Headers back towards
Header
goal.
Goes across goal, and York man clears. Haverkoff wins the ball back in the opposition half again.
He's bouncing around.
It's Lancaster ball at the edge of the box here.
It looks like to work it backwards. Good skill from
and he shoots from
Lancaster,
distance.
Number 7. It will come out to Lamaz.
Lamaz crosses it again.
And
he's got 10. The header.
And the header's over the bar.
York are definitely what you'd say. York are definitely what you'd say under the cosh here, aren't they?
They absolutely are.
They really are hanging on for their dear lives.
To think Briggs, the new substitution for Lancaster in the goals as of half-time, is yet to be really tested. Whereas Hudson is keeping his team in it. Yet another chance for Lancaster to make the most of a set piece, as I think it was a York defender that got rid of it over the bar, took it off Ollie Dempsey's head, and Lamaz will look to fizz in another ball, as there were a few pushes and shoves.
Can Lamaz be effective this time as he has been before? It's a good ball again.
And it nearly looped into the goal.
Into the back post there. It's just on the roof.
It seemed like Hudson had it covered, though. It's not his best delivery, Lamaz. And York can regain possession and look to build an attack from the ground up, as it were, as it's worked out to climb.
Settle possession now for York. Can they make play of it?
Well,
again, or will they lose a ball in midfield like it's been a recurring theme?
It's towards Murphy. The second ball goes out to the left wing.
York are putting pressure on Lancaster's box here. A nice ball into the box is cleared by Dennis. Right.
It was good from Leo Smith, though, to latch onto that loose ball and drive at the Lancaster defence, looking to be creative and shake free a goal for York, as the header flicks on towards Ollie Dempsey is dealt with yet again by Eddie Mowbray, who has had a fantastic game so far.
And it's a York throwing in their half. This is a good spell from York. They really needed to stop the spell of pressure coming from Lancaster. And it looks like they may have done it effectively so far. Let's see if they can make anything of it, though.
If you're joining us, listeners on the radio or viewers of television, you join us at 2-2. It's a fantastic game of football as we move into the final 25-20 minutes of the game.
Lancaster playing the ball between their centre halves now. Faz doesn't have much options in front of him. Plays it to number 7, who's had an exceptional game so far. Dennis on the ball, plays it to Havercroft on the left. He doesn't really have that much space. He cuts inside once again. He's got space in midfield to drive. What's he going to do with it? He lays it off very nicely, and they've worked the ball to Alex Arnell on the left-hand side extremely well. He's 1v1 on his man. He's in the box. He's got the beating of him. He plays it back.
And the flick from Ollie Dempsey just doesn't quite make it.
Flick it into the back of the net.
That would have been a cute finish. A little back heel as the pass is underweighted. Poorly placed from York.
Havercroft's got man on there. Just plays it back to his goalkeeper. This game is definitely heating up a bit. Faz has got the ball centre half. Plays it to right back. Plays it inside now to number 7, who's had, again, a great game. So 17 minutes gone at the moment. Lancaster are really pushing on here.
And Arno can't get onto the pass.
Sponsored pass has really put a halt in their attack here. There's 20 minutes left now for Lancaster or York to potentially get a goal. It's definitely looking like Lancashire are more the favourites more now, but as we've seen in the first half, anything can happen. York are clinical.
And anything can happen, as you say. All it takes is one defensive mistake, although Lancaster's defence looked to have cut that out. Faz has been very solid, getting the goal to get Lancaster back into the game, as York look to have had another victory in the Ultimate Frisbee behind us.
And the York player has been rather cheeky there and just passed it straight into Alex Arno, who's standing in front of the ball. I think he was expecting a booking there for Arno, but the referee definitely saw through his attempt.
Shushing the crowd, shushing the home fans. And he is on a booking, Alex Arno. He's got to be careful. We can't let his head go, as it's a free header for Dennis to get it away. Played into Mo.
And it's time for this Lancaster team to really show their
Briggs
character
being
here.
authoritative in the box. You like to see that.
Havercroft it now. There's space. There's time for Lancaster to attack. Havercroft plays it inside to 7, who's had an exceptional game thus far. Plays it back to Havercroft around the halfway line now. Havercroft tries a nice flick to Arno, doesn't come off.
It would have been a cute little Travella outside, but the York defence
loses the ball on the first ball, and that's a really poor challenge.
Halfway to stop the York counter-attack.
And that must be a yellow card, you'd expect, wouldn't you?
You would expect a yellow card, but I don't know if the ref is going to dish one out.
I don't know if he is going to dish one out, but that seems...
Eddie Mowbray again driving out of defence into midfield and drawing
Eddie Mowbray, what a game he's having.
He's been fantastic for York. He's been one of their, if not their best player in this game so far. Free kick from halfway.
I, for one, I'm in mild disbelief that wasn't a yellow card, to be honest. It completely broke up a counter-attack, took his legs out. Referee sees differently, fair enough.
It was, as people say in the industry, a Pep Guardiola foul, and you would have...
Oh, and Briggs clears, he punches the free kick. There's a second ball in the box, it falls. Briggs saves.
Briggs.
It's loose. And it's a fantastic clearance by Faz. That's a great defensive play here by Lancaster. They needed that, considering how they conceded the first goal of the evening. For those that have just joined us, it was literally a second ball from a corner. Too easy.
Just about deal with it. Briggs being a lot more authoritative in the box. Maybe that's why he was substituted on.
And the York players are gouging on the Lancaster crowd. This is turning out to be a great atmosphere here. So it's a foul for, there's a sub for Lancaster. That looks like Oliver Dempsey coming off for Will Yarker, is my gut feeling, but I can't particularly tell for the moment.
Ollie Dempsey getting his goal that his play deserved. He's done well.
And if you hear that scream behind me, that looks like Lancaster have won an Ultimate Frisbee game.
It could have just been a point scored, though. I'm not familiar with the rules of Ultimate Frisbee.
Can't say I can contribute that much, to be honest.
But the ball comes out.
It really seems like he's getting the crowd are getting in the way of his mental arithmetic. And the York 21 just heads the ball out for a throw-in.
Lucas Grab just not getting control of the ball. The new substitution for Priest in the midfield. Just making a little mistake.
And the York players really are playing for the point here.
Here comes...
And he takes another yellow card.
No, it's the number 10.
The fans are going absolutely wild here.
The ref reaches for his
I think this is the
in disbelief.
I think this is the 7th yellow card given to York this game. And I apologise if you can hear that coarse language there from the crowd.
Fans clearly enjoying trying to rile up the York players and get them to make mistakes. As the ball will find Mowbray. The throw-in not made the most of by Lancaster here. And Clark. Ogunleye looking to be direct on this left-hand side and dealt with well by the Lancaster defence.
So Denny takes it past 2. And is it a ball behind? It is a ball behind, but to the York centre half. Now the Lancaster crowd are really getting into this now. It's really livening up as a game. It's 2-2. Lancaster are pushing on, but York can get a goal here. Saying that, and it's a great interception by Dennis. He had a good game. A really good second half. Flick on to Arnaud. Arnaud plays it inside and the York man's intercepted. The York man's looking for a ball in behind now. He plays the ball in behind to number 9. Faz clears. He's got the ball now. And York have now looked like they've got the ball in the box here, York.
Well,
Faz defends well. It's scrappy. And is it cleared away? It is.
Nearly a very
the real hoof here. Havercroft's getting chased down.
He can keep that in play, do you think?
That's some great play by Havercroft once again. He's had a really good second half, Havercroft. He's really grown into the game. First half, he was a bit silent. Second half, he's played some great football. And he flicks it to Faz in his own box, who heads it to Briggs. What a great bit of skill that is, eh? That's something you love to see.
The Lancaster players really enjoying themselves now. They're having the better of the game.
Goal, and you really think they'll run away with it. They look very comfortable, very comfortable.
Fantastic touch by Faz as well. Benjamin Faz.
And Briggs plays the ball long. Mowbray wins a header. York win the second and the third ball. They've got it down in midfield now. They played it to their number 9 who's on the last shoulder. Faz wins and clears it again. What a game he's having. Lancaster's 2 centre halves having a great game, aren't they?
They are. They've locked up James Murphy, who's not had a bad game. His hold-up play and his play with his back to goal has been absolutely what you'd ask from him, but he just hasn't been able to find the space to get a shot because he's been tied up by the 2 Lancaster centre-backs very effectively there. York looking to make the most of their throw-in. And the attacking third. Kime will look to launch it towards the hold-up players as Lancaster deal with it again, and Yarker can't get onto the second ball though.
And York have got the same bit of possession now in the Lancaster half. They've got plenty of space here, but they are being closed down. Lancaster man catches the York man's back foot, and it is definitely a foul to the York.
Yeah, I think Clark just got his leg taken out. It's an absolutely fair decision. Clark just got his standing leg taken out. He did well to sell Yarker of where he was going to go and fainted the other way, and looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock here. He's might well have pulled something in the challenge, and on comes the physio.
I have heard that the centre half on the bench, Kyle Hay, he's been training with a professionally known footballer over the last 4 weeks. He's been training with Ryan Bertrand.
Wow.
I know. That is some doing, isn't it?
That is a fantastic little connection.
I know.
Obviously, Champions League winner with Chelsea, Ryan Bertrand.
And Kyle Hay. The medics are on the pitch now to look at this York player that's down. We'll see if anything's happening, but it looks like he's going to be okay. There's not too much of a commotion.
He's sat up and he seems fine. Clearly didn't warrant one of the medical staff's attention. He just sort of stood there looking over him, just like,
he's gone down. He's after the medics. He's got up, and it looks like he's perfectly fine.
Prompting
Was just a bit of gamesmanship to take the sting out of Lancaster's flowing tide of dominance. It's a great play.
It's clever. It's very clever, and it prompted the boos, ironic jeers from the Lancaster support, who are, like we've said so many times, but if you're just joining us, Lancaster support is out in full force, and there are some away fans doing their bit for their team. Every chance that York will still get a result out of this game.
Now the game is about to get underway here. York will have a free kick around the kick-off spot. Lancaster are lining up. There's not been any... There's 10 minutes left now. So that is not a lot of time for Lancaster or York to get a goal. Both teams are going to be pushing on. There's a momentum thing that happens at this point in the game. Every single second is vital for a goal here. Now York are about to deliver.
A deep free kick.
A deep free kick. The Lancaster line isn't very high at all. We wonder if this will come back to bite them. The referee is having a word now with a York player. And he's told the free kick man to hurry up, and he takes it. And it's deep, it's hard, and it's a great header by Dennis there. It looks like that was going right out for a goal kick.
I think Murphy might have got onto it, though. I think it was a safe decision to make that header, and Lancaster will be grateful that that didn't amount to very much. However, York do have a throw-in, and they have been threatening long throws the entire game. Will this one bear fruit for them? Give them that goal that late on might well will win them this match. Up well by the Lancaster defence. Crab can't just get on the end of it, and it will bounce free for another York throw-in.
Havercroft at the left back does have a chant about his goal scoring attributes for County FC. So let's see if he can bring them to the forefront of this play later on. It's just a simple York pressure here in Lancaster's half.
Just gaining yards from long throw-ins, and Lancaster heading the ball out of play yet again. As Murphy has...
Dennis clears, and now this is a chance for Lancaster to work their way up the pitch and put pressure on the York goalkeeper. Now, Will York is closing him down, and it was a very close there from Will.
Lancaster fans definitely thinking that the Arthur could have got on the end of that, but Hudson dealt with it and got there first.
Now, there's about 8 minutes left now. We're getting to the final stretch of the game. Can either team break the deadlock?
As
Lancaster are definitely looking more than likely. Lamaz is on the right-hand side here. He gets the ball into the box, and it's cleared for a throw-in.
Good block from the York defender.
Lamaz has been a bit quiet in his second bit.
He's not been getting the service.
He hasn't.
They've been focusing more of their play around Havercroft and Arnaud on the left-hand side.
And it has been working for them now. Havercroft's had a good game. Arnaud's had a good game.
Clearly, they've been targeting that right back as a weakness. They have made 2 substitutions, York, at that right back position to try and...
And the ball spread to Havercroft now. Havercroft strides inside, as he always does. He takes it past 2. He's at the edge of the box.
Has a shot.
Shoots. Oh,
I think it was just
going wide. As you can tell from my expression, I did think it was on target. It definitely wasn't.
We thought that had a chance, as did some of the Lancaster crowd, but I think it wasn't struck with quite enough power as he would have liked.
Behind the ball.
Hudson.
And it's cleared again by Lancaster.
Mowbray. Good touch from Mowbray to get control of the ball again. And Clark on the right-hand side
and
of the
defence.
defence.
Looks like Lancaster have made another sub at some point. Jude Pinches, number 14, is on in central midfield. It looks like he's taking a more holding role in front of the centre halves, with 7 and 10 right in front of them. Let's see how that dynamism will link up. York have got the ball now in Lancaster's third. They've got to throw it into the box.
Headed away by Benjamin Faz.
Got the ball at the edge of the box here, 21. He's got a bit of space there. He's working it well. He's looking for the ball in. He takes the ball and it's dropped. Number 11's got it for goal. Oh, and this is out for a penalty.
And that's been given. And you have to say,
that is a clear penalty.
Briggs has done very well to win his team a penalty in these dying moments of the game.
You have to say that's just it was late, and it was a lunge by Dennis Weiser. Unlucky. Yeah, he's had a great game so far. He's had a great game, but
Dennis Weiser
it's a shame.
Foul on the number 11, Leo Smith.
So let's see how Briggs deals with this. And he's walking up to the penalty spot, maybe to put off the taker a little bit. He's got a smaller frame than Green. Let's see how he deals with this penalties kick.
Mo, number 10.
Mo is taking it for York.
No Chelsea-esque scramble for the penalty taking duties. It is Mo, the set-piece specialist, taking
On the penalty of about 5 minutes ago. It's a massive moment in the game, viewers.
Lancaster fans looking to put him off.
And he runs up and he scores.
Straight down the middle.
Biggs goes left. Goes down the middle. And there you go. It's 3-2. He's going in the crowd a little bit.
Alex Mo looking to celebrate with the travelling fans, the travelling support of York. And it was a clever penalty. He knew Briggs was going to pick a side and just placed it straight down the middle. It was a composed penalty. And that gives York a slender advantage.
It just makes you question, doesn't it? If Dennis has been playing all game, Dennis Vines, you just imagine they've got two centre-halves on the bench. Why don't they make the change? That was a penalty given away by essentially tiredness, lack of concentration. It was a lunge.
Was a little lazy, a little bit of a tired tap.
Yeah. And it just makes you wonder.
And now can York hold on? That is the question. As they look to snag a point towards the overall Roses total, trying to avenge the home loss from last year, Lancaster winning away for the first time in near 40 years. Lancaster obviously going for a three-peat, which they haven't done since 1980s. And it's a loose shot.
Same effort from York there, and it goes over the bar, and it's a goal kick.
Leo Smith, the winner of the penalty, looking to cement York's lead. And
so there's 4 minutes left now. Lancashire are definitely looking to push on. Will they make a change? It doesn't look so. They've got a few men on the bench that haven't came on yet. It doesn't look like they're about to make the change. Lancaster really need to pit their heads up a little bit here.
There's every faith from the home support that they can get back in and obtain a draw from this game.
And even though it's 3-2 a fair result, would you say so far?
I think it's just another chance that York have taken. They've been clinical. I can only think of about 4 or 5 chances they've had, and they've scored 3 goals from it. Lancaster have definitely been the more creative side, and they've had more of the match momentum, but York have been clinical, and they probably do deserve their lead on that front. Lancaster probably thinking they could have put the game to bed a bit sooner. Lancaster only really scoring from their set pieces has come back to really hurt them.
York play here on the left wing. They're still going for another goal, it seems like. We've been told to move into the corner. It doesn't look like he's listening. The referee's given a goal kick, but that was almost definitely a corner.
Yeah, yet another corner decision that has gone the wrong way. Although York are playing with more confidence now that they have the lead, and there are very few minutes to go in the game. And will Lancaster build from the back, or will they try and go direct?
Lancaster need to start being more direct here. They've got Havercroft is coming off now. And it's Yorker on the left back. Under 16. Mate, Havercroft has gone into central midfield. Will Yorker, the stereotypical striker, has gone into left back, maybe push high and go left wing. We'll see how this works out. And they've got a chance here at the edge of the box, and it's blocked.
It's blocked. It's just crowded out by York's defence.
He's got a chance here at the edge of the box.
Shouts
again.
of shoot, but he doesn't. The Lancaster number 14 works it back to Havercroft.
Played wide to Will Yorker on the left-hand side. Yorker's got it, plays it wide. Oh, no, and it just goes straight out. It's a loose pass. It's sloppy. There's 2 minutes left now. Can Lancaster find an equaliser, or can York hold on?
And you have to say that York will hold on. Lancaster haven't scored from open play as Cobb plays.
They're through on goal here, York.
What a tackle!
What a tackle.
Lancaster's number 2, their right back, who has been solid all game, putting in a decisive tackle.
Got to say, it's a good performance from all of Lancaster's back four, really, even though they've conceded 3 goals.
They've just... It was only really one that was from open play. There's only been one open play goal in the whole game, and it stemmed from a mistake from Lancaster playing through midfield. Bassett taking full advantage to double York's lead in the first half.
You'd imagine the game would finish any second now. We're coming towards the back end of it.
We are, and it will extend York's lead in Roses as of now without the score updates from the events elsewhere.
The referee's just checked his watch. York corner into the box. It's in the 6-yard box. Header at the back post by Mowbray.
Just can't get on with it.
Goes straight to a goal kick.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have been getting confused on the shirt numbers, I have to say.
Seems our information wasn't entirely accurate on the shirt numbers of Lancaster. Will Yarkett is playing up front, I believe. He got subbed
Matty
on
Davitt is on at left back.
Yeah, Will Yarkett got subbed on for Ollie Dempsey.
Lancaster have the ball now in York's half. Are they going to go for it? They need to. I don't think they understand the urgency of the time of the game.
Mowbray again dealing with it. He's been absolutely immense for York in this game. He's had a really composed game at centre back.
It's the long throw into the box, and it's Mowbray winning the header once again, pushing the back there line. One of the small shouts so far, but it's not happening. York are breaking here.
Can they find Murphy
behind? Will Biggs collect? Biggs collects. He needs to go now, really, if he wants to go for a goal.
Launched forward.
York win the first header. Lancaster win the second ball. To the edge of the box, and nice Travella to switch it there.
Towards the left wing, and York will get there and deal with it. Launch forward.
And he's offside there. He's going to play advantage. No, he's not. He's calling it back for offside. Which looks like it might be one of the last kicks of the game.
Without results elsewhere being updated, the scores in Roses overall remain 24-23 in York's favour. So it's still very, very tight. Faz doing very well to sell the defender.
We are now in stoppage time. I'm not particularly sure how many minutes there is, but I can't imagine it's more than 2 or 3.
And Lancaster will be looking to try and force a goal from nowhere.
The pressure is on here now.
Or will York hold out?
Might Davitt with the ball into the box. It bounces through. Lancaster have the ball in the box.
For now. York just...
And there's a shot on the edge. It gets blocked. Lancaster's driving the ball into the box now.
The cross is still an option, but think
Lancaster corner now in the final dying minutes of the game. The crowd are really egging them on here. The goalkeeper's going up. Biggs is going up.
Obviously, 2 goals for Lancaster from corners already. Time doing very well to deal with the danger.
And the goalkeeper goes back in the crowd. The crowd is in hysterics.
They wanted
that goal. They wanted Allison West Brom. Ball's in. Oh, and it's a great header by the York centre off. Is he going to get it back into the box? Is he going to get it back into the box?
In support.
He plays it in.
And a fantastic.
And he was closer. And it's a throw into Lancaster there.
Into Lancaster in the dying minutes. Can a long throw provide that threat? Do they have a Rory Delap moment in them?
And it's a throw into the box now. York win the header. It's banked through. Cleared out. They've dealt with it. Havercroft has got the ball now. He's sanctioned it to Biggs. Biggs is going to go long. Biggs goes long onto the right-hand side. Is a Lancaster player going to run through and get that? Well, Maz runs for it. And Klein hoops it and they win the throw-in. Lancaster players are ready at the side to throw the ball right back to the throw-in taker. Will Yarker, Matty Davitt, is going to take this throw-in. It looks like he has a long throwing technique, but considering he's the tallest player on the pitch by quite a way, you'd imagine he'd be in the box.
But it's played short. It doesn't beat the first man in.
Lancaster win the second.
And it's a defensive,
with a defensive header.
corner.
And it's another corner for Lancaster because there's a massive amount of.
And now Briggs is coming up.
Now Briggs is coming up. The crowd are going berserk. It's all coming to a crescendo here on Rosie's pitch. What?
Do Lancaster have a moment in them? Will it?
Outswinging corner. Ball goes in.
It's towards the middle of the goal. Defensive header flicked on, and York deals with it.
York deal with it. Is he going to clear it though? Oh no, tries to win the ball. Is he going to foul him? He wins the ball now. And it is definitely a Lancaster throw in there.
Every set piece could prompt the blowing of the final whistle, but Lancaster just staying in that attacking third.
York are really holding on here.
Long throw from Matty Davitt again.
And
shouts of penalty. And the referee has waved it off.
It did look like there was a push in the back, but from this angle we can't be sure. But there's one thing for sure. And the players aren't appealing, but the crowd are furious.
And Hudson will just take his time now. There can't be more than a minute left as it's launched forward towards Murphy, the York number 9. Flicks on towards...
Faz wins it. Hoofs it forward.
Defense.
York have got the ball back in midfield now. Lancaster are tracking back to win the ball.
See Davitt.
Davitt's closing him down. Dennis wins the ball now. He's letting it run. He's letting it run. He realises there's enough speed. 14's got the ball in the middle now. He's got all the time in the world. He plays it to Davitt. Davitt
little nutmeg
and plays it down the line. Arno gets there. There's a ball in behind. A terrible challenge by the York centre half.
But the ref doesn't see it as any cause for concern.
The York bench are screaming for time. The ref didn't see that as cause for concern. Must have a better angle than us.
Results have been updated in Roses overall. Lancaster have taken the lead 27-24, but this will inevitably give York that point they warrant for winning this game as Lucas Carp comes driving forward. Shouts of a free kick that has been given, even though it seemed to us like Lancaster won the ball.
I'm not particularly sure that free kick was given for, but it looks like this may be the last kick of the game here. York can't commit any men forward, and it must be in the dying minutes here.
That update that means Lancaster are now winning Roses comes from the handball, which, if you are tuning in from there, we hope you enjoyed that event. You don't have all that much football to enjoy, but there will be plenty of sport coming up over this weekend.
Short from the free kick. Mowbray has the ball now in their half. He's keeping hold of it quite well.
Murphy, hold up play, played out to the left wing.
Trying to keep the ball here, York.
York's number 24, Jack Newton.
And it's been given to a Lancaster throw. This must be in the final minutes of the game. It must be.
I am genuinely amazed that the referee hasn't blown his whistle now. As much as there have been numerous free kicks, throw-ins, corners and fouls, but...
And there's a Lancaster attack here.
You'd think that this
Lancaster
is last
switching play. Haverkoff's in the middle now. He's playing in central midfield.
Matty Davitt into Arno.
He plays it to Arno. Arno's got 2-1 here. He needs support. Arno plays the ball in.
And it just loops
just to the back post. And that's full time.
York win a point towards their Roses total.
That's 3-2 from York there. It's a great performance from York. A good performance from Lancaster. And York was just more clinical in the end.
Yeah, I think about 5 chances for York, 4 shots on target, 3 goals. You have to say that their attackers and defence won them that game. We didn't have all that much control from York in the midfield.
It was an end-to-end game, wasn't it? It was an end-to-end game from both teams, really. Lancaster had the lion's share of the chance on goal, but York definitely were more clinical, and that's what wins you football games, isn't it, really?
Yeah, the only stat that matters is the scoreline, and York's threes will be absolutely buzzing with that result. And you have to say, for not playing together throughout the year, really, the college team from Lancaster did very well.
Exceptionally well. Great performance. They should all be proud.
They did come into this game as favourites, and York, with the upset, the clinical finishes, and only 1 goal from open play, really.
Great plays today. Mowbray, for example, he had a great game. Dennis had a good game. I'm sure he'd be kicking himself thinking he could have scored more, though. What else have we got? Haverkoff. Okay, from Haverkoff.
The 2 wingers from Lancaster as well. Lamaz and Arnaud played very well. And from York's end, their central back three, Hodson in goal and then Clark and Mowbray at the two centre-back positions, did very well in this game. Bassett, the goal scorer, clinical when his chance came to him. Ogunleye had his moments, but I think York's man of the match has to be Mowbray. Absolutely. As the pitch will now be reset, probably. I think there's rugby going to be on here in the coming days and plenty more sport for you to enjoy across the Roses Live website. And
stay with us if you are on Roses Live. We're about to have an event on as soon as possible after this. Yeah, it was a good game there, really. End-to-end, goal-mouth action. Funnily enough, 4 out of the 5 goals came from set pieces, didn't they?
Yeah, that tells you the story of the game, really. Only 1 goal from open play tells you that...
Well, there wasn't a lack of chances from open play. Both teams had the chances. They just weren't clinical enough, were
they? Lancaster did. Yeah, that tells you the story. Lancaster probably should have made the most of their possession a little bit more. They were really creative. They were really dynamic. Both wingers had fantastic games, but although his goal from the set piece, Ollie Dempsey maybe feels like he could have done that little bit more for his team. He had a couple of chances, didn't quite get the rub of the green that he would have wanted with his little one-touch.
And the York players are making a rather large amount of noise next to their dugout.
Absolutely,
they look
buzzing.
Elated,
and I can imagine as to why. But I think that's all we're going to have time for. So
we've got some interviews coming now. Stay with us. Thank you for listening, and everyone enjoy Roses. Thank you. Is that okay? Next.
We've got interviews live on TV now, though. So if you are watching and not listening, please stick with us.
Right here, right now, if you just stay with us for a split second, we are going to get some interviews from players. We've got a camera set up.
But until then, I think that Lancaster can say they did very well. I think Briggs was definitely an inspired substitution in goal. He was more authoritative than Green, and I think although Green did well with the first set piece, his defence let him down a little bit in not getting it away, and York capitalised.
And that is another goal for your ultimate frisbee. I'm not 100% sure on the rule of normal score.
No,
it looks like everyone's having a good time. Well, that's what matters, isn't it?
Yeah, and there is still good attendance in the pitch across from us, and it's been a fantastic start to Roses. Obviously, with York coming into the weekend with the advantage.
And we've got an interviewee on his way now. I think this is Mo.
York coming into the weekend with an advantage stemming from that win in the rowing last weekend.
Now, we'll like to hear what they think of that great win from York there.
Yes.
Yeah, good goal, that one. Good goal, that.
Yeah, I think we are going to have
a couple of interviews in a second. If you don't mind just bearing with us.
So, Alex Moe, the penalty taker, the goal scorer, the match winner. How do you feel?
It was really hot out there. It might be. But look, lots of posts from the lads there, going down to 2-2. Obviously, I don't know who took that pen, but really, really good, really cold. I heard he gave it to the fans as well. I heard they hated it, but really they loved it. Great game, great to be here. And, but my man, that's crazy. He's really himself once again. That's what he does for us, really. That's what he's there for. He's a personality hire, really. It's all good.
So you got a bit of stick from the crowd there during the game. Are you happy to essentially silence them with your penalty?
Sure. No, so yeah. I mean, it's a good game, mate. I think I'll put that Reese's questions.
So what do you think the way the game went? So obviously you went 2-0 up, then you conceded 2 goals, then you were probably getting a bit nervous, a bit shaky, and then you finally managed to get that 3rd goal. What do you think?
Yeah, well, it was brilliant first 20 minutes. We created some serious chances, solid at the back, and looked really good. We kind of dropped off the first 20 minutes, allowed them to come back into it. It's a tiring technique after that. Yeah. Yeah, it was tiring. Yeah, they were all bundled as well. Yeah.
I'm just going to apologise for that poor language there, guys.
I mean, from our perspective, we definitely thought that your central 3 in defence, so Mowbray, Clark and Hudson in goal, were fantastic. How do you feel like they impacted the game and let you sort of push forward and go and get the winning goal?
Well, I think obviously we undercoached the second half, came into it maybe a bit less confident, than we did in the first. I think just conceded 5 goals. My man in match, not him. I know he thinks it's coming, but it's not him. It's Mowbray's got him. Yeah, any Mowbray, absolutely.
Both of us completely agree with that. We'd be going on about Mowbray all game.
He was very composed in play. But...
Well, we got back our captains as well. That's the most important. George and Jake Fuller, George Kay, brilliant lads. I'll get
Wow.
Have you got any plans for the rest of the day or for the rest of the weekend?
That's a good plan. Yeah.
And how hopeful are you of securing an away win at Roses this weekend? Completely fair enough. Well, thank you very much for joining us for...
I'm just going to apologise to the coarse language once again. Rose's live media do not endorse anything said.
Anyway,
apologies to viewers. Right, so we're just gonna start to wrap this up now. So thank you
very much. Well played.
Have a good weekend. Enjoy Lancaster.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And yeah, so that is from Rose's live watching the college select. If you'd like to watch another event, stay with us. If you don't, have a fantastic day. Thank you for listening.
Any laughs? Yeah. It's okay. Could someone follow me and just make sure this is coming along nicely? And move this back. Me that. Yes.